welcome back to another episode of The Councilmen. This is our 22nd episode. Today, in the honor of Anabelle, a scary movie that's coming out soon. Is it out already in US? No, right?
No, it's out. It's out next week by the time of this recording. It's out tomorrow by the time of this release.
Wait, what's the movie titled? Annabelle what?
Annabelle,
Very soon indeed.
Annabelle
So-
comes home.
In the honor of that, today we will talk about the Annabelle movie, and then we also talk about Paranormal Activity. What, seventh movie? I think.
That's they're in
And
production.
then-
Yes.
Yes, and then we also talk about the new trailer that just dropped of Doctor Sleep, and the last one, the upcoming movie Child's Play. Is it a sequel?
No,
Is it
no,
a sequel or reboot? Remake, right?
It's a reboot of the Chucky franchise.
Yeah, a reboot of a Chucky franchise. And of course, we'll still do our normal Albert's, what is it, 1 minute? No, 30 seconds review now.
We're doing 30
Of
seconds.
the
now, I
movie
think.
we've watched. Yep. And then finally, after we are done with all that, we'll do a early Halloween spooky stories.
Early Halloween. Yes, we are literally about 3 months too early.
Yeah, we're so early. And I'm like, all the
It's so that we
horror
don't
movies
get, it's so that
coming
we
out,
don't get jump scares. We see the scary part earlier. It's predicted.
yeah, true. We're getting ready for it.
Isn't like the Conjuring films also out during the summer back then?
Yeah, exactly. All the good horror movies comes out in the summer, and then all the cash grab horror movie comes out in
Not true.
Halloween.
It,
Halloween.
it
Most of
came
them,
out.
sometimes.
It came out on September, and Halloween came out in October 2 years ago and last year. So
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
of them, I would say.
yeah. Halloween
Most of them.
actually premiered on Halloween, so that was kind of neat.
Hereditary last year was during the summer. So yeah, that's true.
I haven't watched that. People say it's scary as
Oh,
shit.
that's
Hereditary-
no. It's not scary. It's more disturbing. Like if you cannot handle horror, I think you'll be like, God damn it.
no, it's not. To me, it's not that disturbing. I think
Dude,
because I watched.
Shut up!
you
Hey,
saw your
hey,
immune.
you got scared by a tribesman blinking in Kong. Hey.
Yeah, that's true. So if you so basically the story behind that is that when we were watching Kong the Skull Island, there's that one scene when the camera pans over. So I thought it was a wall, and then suddenly like it opens the eyes like poof! I was shocked. I was scared. Everyone was looking at me. I was like, what?
Obviously, no one else was shocked. You were like, oh.
No one else was shocked. I just laughed all of a sudden.
Did he make a noise or something during that moment?
No, he was just like, he had a popcorn bag and he's just like, oh.
Brilliant.
I
Brilliant.
get jump scared easily.
You're easy to get jump scare, but you're good with gore.
Yeah. With gore is no problem. Gore is just like it's blood. It's no problem for me.
Gore is problematic to me.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's get to the 30 seconds
Should we do
preview.
the
Robert.
Yeah. But before we do the reviews, Ariq gonna do timing, right, for me?
Yes,
Can I do
indeed.
that? Because I don't think I have a stopwatch.
Is it
I not actually. I have to.
Okay, one of you do it while you guys prep it. I'm just gonna say follow us on social media at Councilmen Show, Twitter, Instagram. Respond to our latest Instagram post or tweet, which we will discuss in future episodes regarding the outcome of the previous episode, which is the Ultimate Disney Pixar Team Up. And then subscribe on us on Apple, Spotify, podcasts, and I think we're now new on TuneIn. I've never heard of TuneIn, but it's a podcasting platform.
TuneIn?
Yeah, it's a platform, and then we're now available in TuneIn as well if you're listening in TuneIn. So go check it out, Radio Public. Google Podcast. There's so many, Anchor. So go check out all of those and subscribe and give us a review. So yeah, I'm going to be reviewing.
We are everywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing since I did like 5 episodes for Jessica Jones season 3. Now I finished it, so I'm gonna review the full season, and then Toy Story 4. I'm just gonna review those 2.
All
It's
right.
okay. So let me know who's doing the timer.
I got the timer. So wait, how does this work? So I just like start the time and you review, and once you're done, you just go again, or what?
No,
Every
once it's 30 seconds, tell Albert
Let me know.
basically, once it reaches 30 seconds, tell Albert to go to the next one. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, do your math properly, man.
Yeah.
I can't do math. You know what scares me the most? Algebraic equation.
It's a horror story on its own rights. Okay.
So,
all right,
Albert,
but that
whenever
means
you're ready, Ariq, count it down.
I'll do the countdown or what?
Yeah.
Albert,
You do it.
Ariq, do the countdown.
Okay. Kelvin does the countdown. Okay.
Who's doing the countdown?
Yeah,
Okay.
you said
I'm doing
you
the
want to do.
countdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Jessica Jones season 3, it have a very good wrap up for the whole Netflix Marvel saga. The first few episodes was kind of rough, but eventually they managed to develop a very strong villain and someone who I did not expect to be a villain, but it was really compelling, and they have a huge toll wrapping up the whole Netflix Marvel universe. But I think they did a really good job. There is a small cameo by someone with a Power Man abilities, and then it's really good. Jessica Jones has always been my favorite, so seeing how it comes to an end, I'm very satisfied. Good villain, profiling story. Toy Story 4, I really need one minute for this review, but all I can say is the animation is incredible. There's like so many parts that the animation just like, it feels so realistic. The story is very engaging. I cried at the end. It's the funniest Toy Story movie to date. I thought I was still not going to be sold by the story, but eventually the moral message of the story, it was really important, and they did a really good job in telling it, which I feel like it's worthy to tell a 4th installment of a Toy Story movie. Even though I thought 3rd was the perfect one, but if they add the 4th one, it's still good anyway, so it's good. Boom, I'm tired.
All right, so it seems like you just finished it off there.
Yeah.
It just so happens when I say stop, you're just like, yeah, there you go. That's the review.
Kelvin ducked to the side for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about Toy Story 4, so
You don't want to
hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I'll say, not story related. The animation is unbelievable, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip. It did look really good.
Right, let's
surprised.
just stop right there.
There is one scene which is like a rain in the water and like dropping in the street, and I thought, oh, it's just like some kind of another trailer or something.
That's not a spoiler, Calvin.
I thought it's photorealistic. I thought it's like real life. I thought, oh shoot, this animation, that is incredible. All right, Kelvin, you take it away. I'm done. My job.
You can stop
Calvin's biggest horror. Calvin's biggest horror. Spoilers.
Yeah, I think I should talk sorry about that.
One time I was watching in the cinema, and then I saw the Infinity War spoiler trailer and had to cover my ears.
All right. So now,
have you ever left the theater because of
No,
trailer?
leave this.
So, alright. Let's move on.
All right, Kelvin, keep us in check.
Let's move on to our next
stop
category.
Kelvin?
We are talking our next short category, which is we'll be talking about the upcoming movies.
Horror movie
Albert,
news.
have you watched the Anabelle, the Creation, and the first Anabelle? I guess.
I've watched Creation. I've never seen the first one because I heard it's not that good. I will get to it eventually, though. I like Anabelle Creation for the most part. What?
Okay, go on.
You broke up. I didn't hear you. Oh well, I like Anabelle Creation for the most part. The beginning half is. Can I tell spoilers about the movie? It's like
yeah. We watched
2
it
years
already.
ago. So
we had a lot of fun
watching the film. I like the film, and I thought the film was scary up to the point where the demon come out of Anabelle.
Yeah.
Because like after that, it looks fake and cartoonish. So I'm like, But yeah, you can tell where David F. Sandberg, who directed Shazam, you can tell where his roots come from because he directed this one.
Yes. Me and Ariq actually we watched it together right after we watched
We watched it because
the
Atomic Blonde, they cut out that
yeah.
scene where she kisses that girl. So we're just like, the hell.
No, here's we watched it together after Atomic Blonde mostly because in the cinema we go to, it was cheap the tickets, and then not only that they have the promo of like buying the
Popcorn.
package one, and then you get two popcorns, and that's why we watch it back to back. After we watch Atomic Blonde, and watch Annabelle Creation. Basically like what I would say, it's
But
scary.
Are you excited for this one? The Annabelle comes home?
Huh?
I'm not sure. At this point, there seems to be a shit ton of Annabelle films.
Okay, well, based on the, I don't know what story about, but based on the, you know how in the first Conjuring film there's a room full of the antique stuff?
Wait, is it connected to Conjuring?
The horror stuff.
Oh yeah, it is connected.
I mean, it's in the same universe, and and based on the marketing that I've seen so far, those antique room that the Warren have, Annabelle is in there, right? She's like in a small box. Based on the marketing, it's like I'm gonna awaken the spirits in all the rumors in that room or something, and that stuff is gonna happen. So that's all I know.
Ah, is that what happened? Oh, that's in the new trailer.
That's the only trailer I saw. So
I haven't watched any other trailer.
I haven't seen any trailer either.
But that's I'm all right. I'm moderately excited, I guess. Not too much. I still have to watch Conjuring 2. I haven't seen Conjuring 2.
I don't know how. Usually, I'm not that excited for any sort of horror movies. Yeah. How about you, Ariq? What do you think of this? Do you think you'll be going to the cinema for it, or just like anytime?
A horror movie is like a funner with friends kind of thing, There's the problem. My friends, they're not that fun. One of them is making me scared to actually watch it. So I'm just like, hey, let's watch a horror movie. And she's just like, no. I'm like, God damn it. Now what am I going to do?
Have you ever watched horror movie on your own in theaters?
No. I don't want to look like a loner.
I don't do that.
I think I did it once only, which is A Quiet Place.
What is it?
A Quiet Place.
I do agree though. Some horror movies is like it's better if you watch it alone. Like you get more of the suspense and everything. But it's fun when you watch it with friends.
That's true.
It's funner with friends for me because especially Kelvin, he reacts to the
especially if someone reacts.
Next time when we watch a horror movie together, they should put up like a Kelvin cam.
A Kelvin cam. How many jokes
we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that. But what we can do is like put a mic on him, and then like we hear out of nowhere like,
Get one.
Well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, basically. So about the Annabelle sequel thing, so basically we are just moderately, not moderately, just kind of like, oh yeah, it exists, kind of feeling, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll move on then from Annabelle, into the next one, which is another upcoming one, Child's Play. Have you guys watched the original Chucky? Anything?
I've never.
Do you have any idea about it?
I know what it is. I was planning to. I haven't got a chance to. And by the way, it's already out in the US. It's out the same week as Toy Story, which is like two toys fighting against each other in theaters. One is a murderous toy and one is a toy for kids. So it's like the timing is like perfect. Toy Story and Child's Play. And I've never seen the first one. I've been planning to, and the reason I've never seen it is because as a child, I think my mom have watched original Chucky, and I think that scares her a lot. And she never allowed me to watch it. Just like, oh, the Chucky doll is so creepy. I've never seen it. So yeah, I've never seen Child's Play.
My mom was the opposite. She got scared of it, so she made me and my brother watch it.
Wow,
and my brother said that he got freaked out by it.
Go watch this. Go watch this murderous doll.
So we watched. It was back in Scotland, so we watched as a family, like that.
What?
We're watching
Nice.
Chucky as a family.
Here, I watched Chucky, but not the US version. It's the Indonesian version.
You mean like dub?
Not dub.
You mean like
It's
dub
like a whole different
or is
movie.
there a Chucky version?
It's a
Oh
whole
wow,
different
what's it
movie.
called? What's it called?
I forgot, but it's basically the same premise, I think. Wait, it's just a murderous doll, to what I remember. Because I don't have dolls, so I'm not scared.
No.
Because I know my bionicles cannot kill me. I think.
Yeah. Well, the difference between the new Chucky and this new Chucky and the old Chucky is like it's by the spirit of a serial killer, right? Of Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah.
Charles Lee Ray. This new one is an AI doll that comes to life and murder people.
Bert, careful of Alexa.
Voice. Oh no, voice by Mark
Alexa.
Hamill, which is a
Alexa,
good.
kill Albert.
Don't activate my Alexa. It can hear you. And yeah, it's voiced by Mark Hamill, which is he's good as Joker. So I'm interested to see what the Chucky sounds like with Mark Hamill. But yeah, it's the AI thingy. I'm interested to see how it works because people has always been scared of AI coming to life, and now it's like coming to murder you. So I'm looking forward to see the take on it instead of like a possessed doll.
It's a modern take on it for sure. With AI. Yeah.
Take over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you think you're going to watch that? To watch the Child's Play movie?
I don't know if I'm
Or are
gonna
you
use.
going to just take your money and watch Toy Story 4 only?
I've seen Toy Story 4. I don't think I'm gonna watch it in theaters. I'm probably gonna wait for streaming because it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think
I do the same.
for our cup of tea at all. Mostly.
No, well, the upcoming if the next movie that we think we're gonna discuss is what we're gonna discuss, that movie is my cup of tea because I'm so excited for that one.
Chill out, man.
And if you remember,
But,
chapter
yeah,
2.
so the next, alright. So the next movie we're going to talk about is the one that I think the trailer just dropped a few days or weeks ago. I think.
I think it's last week.
Doctor Sleep.
Yeah.
I'm assuming only Albert have watched the trailer. I know Ariq didn't know about this movie, and I only watched the first 10 seconds of it. So Albert, please just tell what's your thoughts on the trailer.
Well, if you want to see my full reaction, check it out on Jao Movies. Doctor Sleep, if you guys don't know, is a sequel to The Shining, which is what's his name? Stephen King's novel, and I love The Shining. It's probably one of my, if not my favorite horror movie of all time. So when I heard Doctor Sleep getting a sequel, it's about the young Danny Torres all grown up and his experience from his childhood, what it's like. When I heard about it, I'm like, okay, should be okay. And Mike Flanagan directing it. Not too familiar with Mike Flanagan, but I know he's done some good stuff. Hunting of Hill House on Netflix is a big one. And Ewan McGregor playing Danny. So I'm sort of okay excited. And the biggest question was, is the movie going to be a sequel to the book? Or is it going to be like a faithful adaptation to the book? Or is it going to be a sequel to the film? Because Stanley Kubrick is known, who directed The Shining. Stephen King is known to not like The Shining, even though the film is good, because it's not a faithful adaptation at all. He changed a lot of stuff from the books to the film. So people question like, oh, is this going to be a sequel to the book or to the film? Because it's going to be different. And based on the trailer, they reveal that's going to be a sequel to the film. Because not only that they revisit some of the stuff from the Overlook Hotel, but they also use the music from the original film for some of the clip. So that's what makes me excited when I hear the music, because I'm a scores and soundtrack guy. So when I hear the music, I'm like, oh, they're revisiting, and they're doing it's going to be homage to film. So that's why I'm so excited for it.
So that's what it's about. I only watched the first 10 seconds of it, mostly because I saw the opening, the first 10 seconds. That hooks me already. And as I think you like from previous episodes, you know that if something interests me and I'm going to watch it, I'm not going to watch a trailer for it. So after I watched that first 10 seconds, I'm like, all right, I think this is good. I didn't know anything about it. So
you know what surprises me? I thought you know what? I thought you've seen The Shining because I might be
Oh
wrong,
yeah.
but I swear that you repeatedly quote "Here's Johnny" in high school or something.
No, I quoted that mostly because of Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
The
Mortal Kombat.
character.
One of the character name is Johnny Cage, and then he's like he's a Hollywood actor basically.
Okay.
That's why that joke comes out a lot. Yeah, where he rips someone's open. Here's Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah, something
I
like
guess it's a
that.
homage to The Shining.
Yeah, that's why. How about you, Eric? After hearing Albert's description, how do you feel about that movie?
No,
Have you
I
watched
am
The
watching
Shining
Albert.
before?
I am watching Albert's description. I am watching Jow movies right now. I am watching the reaction.
It's
Wait,
one I think it's fastly growing to become one of my most viewed videos. It's not gonna be my number one, that's for sure.
Yeah, you just yeah.
I'm surprised getting a lot of traction on that. Are we gonna wait
Yeah,
for
of
Ariq
course.
to finish watching?
wait.
How many times did Avic refresh? That's why it gets a lot of views.
It already has a lot of views. Wait, wait.
Alright,
Wait. Dun,
still watching it?
dun, dun,
I'm watching
dun, 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 dun,
That's how the song
dun,
goes
dun,
for
dun,
The Shining.
dun. Something like that. Dun, 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 dun.
So Avic,
It's a creepy orchestra music.
ah,
I'm
that's
covering
Yeah.
Albert's face.
good.
That's scary.
What?
The scariest part is Albert's reaction. Yeah, I should
No,
make a horror.
my biggest reaction from the trailer reaction is not none of the scenes, but it's the music. When the music play, my face goes like from this to become.
Oh god, that's scary.
Like I was intensely watching the trailer, and then as soon as the music play, I just turn to the camera. I'm like,
Oh god.
and Ariq can testify on that. How long is the trailer?
How but
Yeah.
Avic,
Yeah, it's
how
is
how far are you in?
Then in Albert's reaction, all he did was like the music, the music. But
the
yeah,
music
I
is so
haven't watched
iconic.
Albert's movie, so I wouldn't know really.
Yeah, me too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't watched the movie.
that's the thing that gives me nostalgic vibe. Well, not the nostalgic to make me give goosebumps because like the whole trailer is like I'm fine with it, it's awesome, and then as the music kicks in, I'm like, oh, I'm excited for this.
Nice.
You know
Well,
what?
that's why
Maybe
I'll
we
be
should like
excited.
maybe
Just
we
because
should
of the
actually
music.
watch The Shining when everyone comes back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I think we should do that. Actually.
We should do
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh, you know, Vic, just the three of us with Teguh.
Maybe the three of us would go. Oh wait, I don't think it's gonna be like just streaming somewhere. We'll put the laptop in front because the Google can't come.
Alright. So I guess we are all pretty excited, especially Albert because he watched The Shining previously.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep. So you know what? Let's just segue on to our last topic for this category, which is the I think it's in production now, right? Paranormal
I don't think it's.
Activity 7.
Let me check actually. All I know is that they're gonna start making it. I don't know if it's in production or still pre-production,
Alright.
but
But yeah, it's
they
coming
just
out.
announced it like 2 days ago.
So yeah, Paranormal Activity. I'll start first, alright? I'm not a fan of
Mhm.
Paranormal Activity. It's nonsense. It's weird. It's not scary. It's just bad for me at least personally. Yeah. How about you, Eric? How do you feel? I think you watch Paranormal Activity a few times.
I've watched Paranormal Activity, but the better version is a haunted house.
I agree.
That's
Haunted
the
House is
better
much better.
version by far. Because Paranormal Activity, all you see is just a webcam for like 2 hours, and then all this
Yeah.
shit just happens at the end. Then that's it.
Exactly. I don't like that. It's kind of
Yeah,
boring. How about you,
I
Bert?
think
Do you
I
watch
think
it?
they were
Do you
trying to
watch
like
Paranormal
mimic
Activity before?
the what do you call it, the Blair Witch Project kind of thing, you know? which appeared in E3. I don't understand why they make a game for it. Okay.
Well, yeah, I've never watched any of the Paranormal Activity films. So I have a question for you guys. Is it like all I know is like CCTV footage, right?
Yeah, and
so it's like it's a whole movie. Is the whole movie in CCTV, or is that like actual? You can see like
only
a real
some are in
movie.
CCTV, but I think if I'm not mistaken, mostly it's like a documentary style kind of thing. Like
it's either from CCTV footage or the guy holding a camcorder.
So found footage.
Something like that, I guess.
It's like it is technically like Blair Witch Project then.
But Blair Witch is going to be really good.
What?
This isn't good. This is Blair Witch but bad.
How many paranormal films have you guys seen? And did you like any of them?
No, I don't like any of them. I watched, I think, the fourth one. I don't know. I don't remember which one I watched. All I know, I hate it. That's why I never bother watching it again.
Yeah. I remember people used to do this, like what back when we were in school. Like people like to play Paranormal Activity, and we just like bunched up as a group and watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Only to realize that we're just watching a camcorder for throughout the whole lunchtime doing nothing.
Yeah, that's why I'm never intrigued, because I'm like, is the whole film really like just camcorder? Because I didn't know if it's just like a CCTV footage, nothing happened. It's like I didn't know about it. But yeah, I guess the difference between that and Blair.
I feel like we are not qualified to talk about the seventh one at all.
Well, I just want to say one thing. I feel like the difference between the Paranormal Activity franchise and the Blair Witch franchise in terms of like CCTV found footage. Back in 1999, when Blair Witch came out, people thought it was a documentary and people thought it was a real, which is why the buzz was so big.
Yeah, true.
Because they didn't know, because there was no marketing, no whatsoever, and then the film just dropped out of nowhere in theaters. So people thought it was like a real thing that happened and freaked people the hell out. And then they eventually realized it's actually a film, which like people was like stunned by it. So I guess it's like the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's in the 90s. Everyone was stupid enough to believe that's real.
Plus,
they try like some online marketing, but I don't think it works that well.
I think the no marketing at all was the reason why people thought it was real. Because like out of nowhere, suddenly just dropped and it was like, oh my god, this thing just play on theaters and on footage and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, the thing about Paranormal Activity is like now, everyone knows fake, so it's like I don't know. The thing about Paranormal Activity is that all the horrors rely on the jump scares, and it's like, yeah, sure, I get jump scare easily, but when it's like a lot without any build up or anything, it's just kind of like the next one is like there's like the next one is like
Yeah, we should just put the CCTV in Teguh's room and then we watch him. That's gonna be Paranormal Activity.
That's very disturbing, Albert. It's very disconcerting, People watch this video and then you'll be like, "What do you mean, Albert? Huh?"
That's only for our Patreon, our non-existent Patreon.
Patreon supporters have access to footage in his house. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there you go. We absolutely agree on this. He signed on this agreement, so yeah.
They do have a very interesting life.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I guess we are not excited at all about the Paranormal Activity 7, right?
The reason why people can actually bump Paranormal Activity movies like all day is because they don't really have a big budget to begin with. It's like the first movie had a budget of $11,000, and it made like $200 million. You can see the profit margin.
Like 11,000, not even 11 million.
No, it's just 11,000 right here.
What the?
Wait,
11?
Wait, what the fuck? No, it's 28 million, but that's still little. It's 28 million, but it's still.
Okay, that makes so much sense. 11,000 is less than my tuition. I'm like, what the heck?
But still, the 28 million is still it's still kind of small. It's small enough for you to just pump.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right,
I don't know why they're making a seventh one. It's stupid.
Money. It's all about money in Hollywood.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
So I guess we are finally getting into the fun part of the video, or the main part.
Scary stories to tell in the
No, but
dark.
you're not telling scary stories. You're telling
we're not.
spooky stories.
Spooky. Yes, there's a difference.
Ariq, turn off your lights right now. Turn off your lights. Let's go.
Far. Can't reach it.
Oh wait.
Did you throw something at your friends? Ariq, don't bother.
Ariq,
You're gonna break something. No.
Ariq, you can stop.
You're gonna break something eventually.
I don't have good
Like
aim.
we're gonna hear like a crash and like shattering on the ground.
Oh,
It's
it's
like,
like that one time where I tried to be Thor and then the head of the hammer just flew out.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh my god, I remember that.
He broke his fridge with.
I didn't broke. I improved it aesthetically. Okay, it was just a blank glass. Now it all looks like shattered. It looks cool, cooler.
Wait, did your parents got mad after that?
No, they just asked what happened, and I told them exactly
just kind
what
of
happened,
like,
and they didn't care.
Ariq is at it again with his Thor shenanigans.
It's like, oh,
So
Ariq,
long
you
as
did
they
it
covered
again.
up that part where it actually cracked, it will actually look good.
Alright, guys. Let's go with our spooky stories.
We're laughing at spooky stories.
We are such in the mood for spooky stories right now.
This is the concerns I have, but when I suggested this idea, is that you're just going to be laughing all the time.
That's how spooky stories are meant to be told.
Let's get back. Let's focus, guys. So let's start with Ariq. You have some scary stories about your room, don't you?
I have two. I have two actually. So just go with my first one.
First one,
no, this one you don't know. This one you don't know, Kelvin. This one you don't know. So the first one is. So I think I remembered back when I was in elementary school, like grade 2-ish. So it was before I went to Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland.
I remembered. Wait, was it grade 1 or no? It was grade 1, not 2. No, yeah, it was grade 1.
Is it a story about the monster?
I was at grade 1. I like it was during class time. It was during the day really. I had to I had to go to the toilet, which was like around back.
Yeah.
So when I went out of the class, I went to the toilet. Like it's behind like the classroom, but there's like a hallway leading to like the backyard of the school, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what you call it. Yeah, it's like the backyard. Mm-hmm. Like I saw like what do you call it? Like I just saw something pass by like that, like kind of quickly, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" So I just like walk forward, look around the corner, and I just saw like this old man just standing there, like a homeless dude. Like I don't know, it was kind of creepy.
Like how like a very old man, like a 60-year-old, something like that.
Probably. I mean, he was kind of crooked, and he was just standing there. He had like a long beard. He just like looked at, he just looked at me. He didn't do anything. He just like looked directly at me, and I just looked like I was just like looking at him. It was like I like eventually I got like really scared. Like it took my brain a while to process like, the hell is this guy? And then as soon as it processed, I'm like, I closed the toilet, and I went to the toilet, closed it, and then I tried to I was like washing my hands, and then I noticed like when I washed my hands, I think I was just I don't know why, or was I hallucinating or what? But when I opened the tap water, the water was like red, like blood or something. I was like really scared. No, I actually panicked. I tried wiping my hands, and then when I looked, it's just like, wait, it's water. And then I looked at the sink; it's coming out water. It's like there was no marks at all.
Wow.
What I did, it was running blood for a while. Then when after I got shot, I was like,
all right.
So I just like
that
turned off the tap, went back to class. Well, went back to class like really quickly, and I just like entered the classroom like with a straight face, like my friend was like, "Rick, look out!" And I'm like, Never mind." I didn't say shit. You're just like, "No."
that's what happened.
I was like, yeah, that was one of my, yeah, and apparently I was told later that day, like one of my brother's classmates, he said that the school was built on top of a graveyard, and I was like, what? Excuse me.
Of a
It's
what?
like
Of a
really,
what?
my old school apparently was built on top of a graveyard, or it was a graveyard before.
Ah,
That's
Well,
what he
okay,
said.
that's yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not, but did you guys? If I might be wrong, but did you guys know SBR is also sort of on top of a graveyard? Sekolah
I
Bogoraya.
think I
All
heard
I
that somewhere,
all I
but I
know
didn't
there
know.
are stories about the one teacher that commits suicide. I think.
Oh, that's not in SBR though. That's at his home.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
at his
but
home.
and that
I
was
see.
very recent. I mean, the school's already built.
No, because here's
What
the
I'm
thing.
Yeah.
saying.
I think if I'm not wrong, and it might be so long ago. SBR is like Danau Bogoraya is like a swamp, right? It used to be a swamp, and then it became a housing residence. And I
Yeah.
feel, and if I'm not wrong, a very long time ago, still in the luscious swamp area time, it was a graveyard, and then I think they demolish it, and then eventually become flatlands, and then they make SBR. So it's quite a while back, but it explains some of the it could have explained some of the paranormal stuff that has happened in our school.
Like what?
Yeah,
I haven't,
true.
Like what?
You know, like one of the stairs in our school building. I think
Yeah,
on
Elita
the
told
right side, rather, on the old building.
it's
Yeah, like
it's by
there's a like
the
it's on the left side of the
it's
old building. I think.
it's the old building that is right in the staircase area, right in front of the swimming pool.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that one. You know that one? Yeah. There's a reason. Like every other place, the light is turned off except for that one. Except for that fleet of staircase. That one, the light is always on. Yeah,
Because
because of
what I heard is when the lights is off, you can hear like sobbing noise from there. That's what I heard.
Oh wow.
yeah. And then
Like
I
a
heard
like a
like
woman.
sometimes it turn on by itself or something like that, turn on and off. That's what I heard
Holy
from the
crap.
janitor when I asked the security. That's what he told me. I'm like, okay. Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
this is the
So
crazy
our
thing.
school is kind of haunted too.
Yeah, it was,
But then again, yeah, that
Yeah,
staircase doesn't
true.
actually get. It's also the least used, to be honest. Like everyone usually just goes from the other sides.
Yeah,
But that was
true.
like the least used.
I I guess so.
I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
rarely see people go there. I rarely use it there.
I think
yeah,
because
So,
of this doesn't really go that
yeah.
way.
okay, I
I
didn't know that.
haven't.
That was
Yeah, we don't use we don't use the old building that much anymore. So that's yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
I guess
Or should I
Albert,
just tell all the
go ahead.
stories first, and then we move on to then they tell all the stories, or is it just one at a time? I still haven't.
Let's just go one at a time. Let's go one at a time.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just go ahead.
Since Ariq start with a real life experience, I'm gonna go with my real life experience as well. As you might not know, or you might have not, or you might know, I went to Cancun this last spring break, in which I made a vlog. If you want to check it out, go check out my channel.
You stop
Ariq, don't watch
promoting
it right
yourself.
now. Ariq, don't watch it right now. And something horror-ish happened, but I did not put it in the vlog because I'm afraid like it might lead to bad stuff. Because like I believe, like I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in like if I tempt on something, it will like try, it will disturb me back. So I don't want to mess with it. So this is why I delete the footage of everything that happened during that event. But basically, uh, I had I I spent in two Airbnbs. The first one is I think it's in the Cancun area. The other one is in Tulum. And the Airbnb in Tulum, as you know, Airbnb is like someone's home, right, or an apartment that they lease out. Basically, it's not a hotel room. It's not fancy. It's not clean. Like I mean, it's clean, but they don't like clean out every single thing. So the Airbnb, when we first arrived, it was kind of shady. It was like you have to go down. It's like an apartment building, but you have to go down because the room is in the basement. And at first we we're like, okay, it's pretty cool. It's like downstairs, And then like as soon as we go in, one of my friends is like, why is there like a flower scent in this area? And as you might know, flower scent usually means like ghost or something like that. So someone was like, oh my god, no. So we went down, we see the room, it lit very poorly, and I have a picture actually on my phone, but I don't think you guys will be able to see it. So I'll just try to describe it my best. It's like, so the room is there. There is a dungeon in the room. It sounds weird, but so okay. Imagine a living room. So
Yeah.
imagine a living room, and then to the left of the living room, there is a staircase up and a staircase down. The staircase up is to like a very small attic-like area. There's like an open attic basically, and you can sleep up there also because like there's like sofas and stuff. And there is a staircase down, which is very much. It looks like a dungeon. Even it's like underground. It's an open dungeon, but they make the walls out of like stones to make it look like a cave. And there is like a bed thing so you can sleep down there. And the scary thing starts happening because first, you might know bamboos are known to attract some stuff also, paranormal stuff. There is like several bamboos inside the room. Second, I don't know what it is, but there is an isolated glass room in the middle of the living room, and there's like an empty seat, and it's like very dark. It's literally just an empty glass room with an empty seat and very dark in the middle of the living room. Like no one knows what it is. Like no one attempts to go in. Like what is that? That's so weird. So first there's bamboo, and then there's that, and then the second, the scariest thing happens in one of the bedrooms. The girls, they were supposed to sleep in that bedroom, and then they were like looking for towels or something, like I don't know what they're looking for, and then they open one of the wardrobes, like this one. They open a wardrobe. They try to looking for something. And then they open one of the like the shelves, the what's it called? Yeah, basically the shelf. And then they're like, what is that? And they just start freaking out. And then they close it back, and they open another shelf and like, okay, they put it back. They close the shelf again. They start freaking out. And then I was the first one to call in. I'm like, Albert, can you check this out? I'm like, what? You guys are scaring me. Don't do this. What is? Are you guys playing around? Are you guys messing with me, or is this like for real? Or is there like something wrong? Because I, as you know me, I'm a big scaredy cat. So I'm like, no, I'm not. If this is for real, I'm not gonna do this. And like, I call one of my friends, Austin. Like Austin, he's more daring because he like to watch paranormal stuff. He like to watch like the Ghost Hunter or whatever on TV. So he's checking it out, and then like, what that is so weird. So everyone start gathering, and like people start freaking out, and then we talked about it, but we're freaked out. And so basically what's in the cabinet, like we don't know what it is actually. It might be some Mexican folklore, like spiritual stuff to get rid of ghosts or whatever, but it's very weird. So the first cabinet, there is a bunch of like a bigger, like a shot glass, but sort of big. It's put upside down, and inside it there are scorpion tails, and there are like multiple of them. There are many of them. And then the second wardrobe, there's like a big knife, and the knife fits exactly, like precisely fits into the wardrobe, the lengthwise. And then we check in the kitchen area. There's like a knife stand, and there is no empty knife in there. All the knives are filled up. All the knife spots are filled up in there. So there is like one. So basically, there's a spare knife on this wardrobe. And another creepy thing, there is this weird gray doll that's like a humanoid, sort of have a beard, gray doll sitting on top of the wardrobe that we didn't realize until the very end. We were like, there's a doll on top of this wardrobe. Did you guys realize that? I'm like, oh no. So ever since then, we just close the cabinet. We don't dare to enter there. And the girls still sleep there with their boyfriends. But we did not want to mess with that cabinet at all. And people start freaking out. Two of my friends is like, feelings like, dude, I'm ditching this place. I'm going to get out of this place. I'm going to stay on a hotel overnight because we're only staying for one day in that day, the Airbnb. Because we're moving after that. So like, I'm staying in a hotel. I'm not leaving here. Who's with me? Like, they start freaking out. One of my friends was in the shower during that time, and we don't want to make him get scared, so we didn't tell him what's going on. But everyone's like paranoid and shit. And the other scary part is that there is a frame of like a quote. I believe it's a Bible quote or something. But I did not read the Bible quote fully, but my friends read it, and the Bible quote is something about like isolation, and like about something like you are not alone. There is always someone with you, and that freaks them out more because like, oh my God, there's like some spiritual stuff with us. So yeah, until this day, we still don't know what's that about, but that's a freaky experience.
The closest thing I
if I
can
were
Google
you,
to that
that's
is
like,
that there's a
it's like
ritual.
Wait, what
Ariq, you go first. Ariq, you go first.
According
You go first,
to,
Rick.
I don't know, like I literally just my dumbass brains literally typed in Google like scorpion tails inside a bottle, and I found a creepy pasta that said that it's something to do with bringing back the dead.
What?
It do, we do, man. I don't know. So somebody might be trying to
That
bring
is
back the
messed
dead in an
up.
Airbnb.
That is messed up, man.
Bert, you know what? I have a feeling they're going to use the doll. I think if you stay more than one night, that's when the trouble. That's when the trouble begins. I think.
Oh my God. All
I don't know.
right, let's not discuss
My
it anymore.
theory. My theory is that doll will be used for the ritual or something. That's why. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's freaky.
And the
Which is
knife is
what?
for.
Which is no, I'm less happy to stay in an Airbnb now thanks to that experience. I pay for hotels now. Even though it's more expensive, at least I feel more safe.
Yeah, but if I were you, that's sort of like the opening of every horror movie, you know. Like you see, you go into creepy
Yeah.
place, you're like, maybe we'll just stay here, and then that's when stuff happens. If I were you, I would just leave the place directly. I would rather sleep in McDonald's than there.
Yeah. And yeah, everyone wanted to sleep, like someone wanted to sleep upstairs, but everyone decided to just all the guys except for me and another guy, because there's a spare bedroom. We're like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna sleep in this bedroom anyway. So we sleep in the bedroom, and then everyone else though sleep in that dungeon area, and they just huddle up over there. And I forget this. One of my friends, like, he said that he heard breathing from the right side of his bed, even though there is no one on the right side of his bed, because it's on the very right.
Oh,
So.
Did you scare everyone by suddenly going up in the middle of the night, jumping up and down?
Why would I do that?
Oh, Bert,
Damn you! I got
that's
a
what you
leg
do.
cramp, and there was one time in Bali, and then I got a leg cramp.
We weren't even staying in a haunted place,
Albert,
but I
you
got
scared us
shook.
from waking up twice. No, once we're having a sleepover in Albert's house, and suddenly we're sleeping peacefully, and suddenly Albert just like, go back to sleep. Me and Albert was like, what?
I was watching Shaun of the Dead. I thought somebody was being killed until I paused, and then I'm like, why is the shouting still going? I looked back. Albert was like, ah! And I'm like,
to this day, I still have no idea.
Kelvin was looking at me like, what happened?
To this day, I still have no idea what's going on. To this day, I just woke up and I just screamed. I don't know what happened till now. I think it might be some kind of nightmare or whatever. That's just so weird, and I'm sorry for that, man.
Us you
I
were
feel
being
embarrassed.
tortured, you dimwit.
What?
You told us. You said I was being tortured, and that's why I screamed.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh my god, even Albert doesn't remember his own.
That was a stupid movie. Alright, so I guess now it's my turn, yeah?
Yeah.
So personal story, let's see. I'm just going to talk about the place I'm living in right now. So right now I live in Japan, right? I live with my roommate. Basically this
Is this a real story?
This is my story. Alright. So basically, what's the name? The building I'm in it's been around for like what 50, 60 years ish. So and then the part of the building I'm in, basically this whole line from 706 to 106, around that line, that's where the most activities of ghosts happens around my place. And I'm at like I'm basically in that line of a lot of activities. So basically, it's like I don't know. I get I know, the good thing is I haven't seen anything yet, but I do know they move some things. Yeah,
Hmm?
like a few times I was like a few basically just like a few times I know that I put like my glasses at like at the center of the table. I know I put it there, but then and then I was the only one living there when my roommate goes back to Indonesia. So I was the only one living in this apartment. And then I put the my glass in the middle of the table. It's a big table. All right, then I sleep right, and then like at like 2 3 a.m. The glass just drops like whoa, what, stuff like that happens. And then what else is there? I don't know. Like knockings on the door. Sometimes that happens at around 2 to 3 a.m. ish. I checked outside. No cats were there. No humans were there. I was like, kind of weird. Yeah. And
Yeah,
if you shower at 3 a.m., you'll feel something like looking at you all the time. So that's why.
what the hell?
I don't know. Feels weird.
I feel
But
like
at
Japan
this
is one of the
point,
most haunted places in the world.
yeah, look at all the folklore. It's weird. But yeah, so basically, my place is kind of haunted, but I've been living here for like 1 year ish. And yeah, so I'm kind of numb to the experience of like, oh, it falls. Can't you at least pick it up? Something like that. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Basically, good, I guess
Hey,
it's not that scary. I don't know, man.
I know
That's
you told
the
me before about
scariest.
this. You
That's the
did tell me
scariest
about
story I
this
got.
before.
Okay. How many
Yeah, I think
stories?
you guys should.
How many stories are we telling? By the way,
Huh? What? How
how,
many?
how
Huh?
many stories are we gonna tell? We're around 50 minutes in.
Mm.
I guess we all can tell like one or two more stories.
You can tell one more though. You can tell
I
one
think
more.
one
Okay.
person. Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How about? All right. One more. Anything. Anything. Your personal story or anything. But I think
Uh,
Ariq got the second real life story, right?
yeah, I got a second story, and Kelvin already knows about this one.
I
Yeah.
want to
It
hear
freaks
it.
me out now. Now that I know it, it freaks me out.
You're actually kind of freaked out right now. But so the story is that it's literally happening right now. According to my brother, this very room I'm in is haunted, and according to
Oh my
him,
god.
the ghost resides behind this curtain right here. It's behind there. According to my brother, it resides back there. Yeah, come on, let's take a look.
Okay.
Ariq, that,
I
Ariq,
think
if that curtain moves, I'm ending the stream. I'm ending it right now. I'm ending the podcast.
Let's
anyway,
not tempt fate.
anyway, so
Wait, according to your brother, how do he know?
he said that ever since we resided here, every time the first time he sleeps in this room, he said that every night he gets sleep paralysis or he wakes up. But the scary part is when it happens to him, it happens at the exact same time. He said that when he gets the paralysis or when he wakes up, it's always at around 3 a.m., 3:05, I think he said, or 3:04.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Exactly at those times. He's been getting that a lot. And on top of that, he said that at one point he did met the ghost. He said that it's a girl. The ghost is a woman. She's very tall, like as tall as this curtain here, all the way up there.
Oh my
And
god.
Cool.
and according to his girlfriend, who also has encountered paranormal activities of her own, she claims that like she could like see the ghost, like she knows like there's a presence there. She said that the ghost only bothers him, and that the I don't know, like for some unknown reason, like just really hates him. And at one point, my brother he said that when he was sleeping, actually this is the scary part. When he was sleeping, the ghost woke him up. He got pissed, told it to fuck off. Literally said fuck off. And he said that the ghost shrieked in his ear so loud he almost became deaf. When he woke up, the thing is, me and my
Wow.
brother, we were like sleeping on the same bed. My brother was surprised that I didn't wake up. He think like you didn't hear anything. I'm just like, huh? No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh my
He woke me
God.
up. He said that I didn't hear anything. I was fast asleep, but he said that the ghost shrieked into his ears. And that's why as a result, he likes sleeping downstairs. He doesn't like sleeping up here at all. Yeah.
But you never,
And
but you never
and
bothered
that's the thing though,
sleeping in
like
that room.
yeah, I mean that's the thing though. Like when he said like, oh, the ghost only haunts me, I'm like, I don't believe you. But that's the thing though. One time I got pissed at my brother, right? I closed the door, I locked the door, and I kicked him out. I turned off the lights and just like took a nap. When I opened my eyes, like I saw a figure like standing right to my bedside, next to my bed. I'm like, is that my brother or is that someone else? I don't know. But the thing is, the door was still locked. I turn on the lights, no one's there, and I check the door. It's still locked. But I saw a
Oh God.
figure. I was like, huh? I was actually confused. I was like, you know what? Maybe this room is actually haunted.
Did you ever tell your parents?
Damn.
My parents don't believe it, of course, and my brother's been telling them all the time, but they didn't believe it. And and I guess an additional like I guess you could say an additional story. According to my brother and his girlfriend, there's another ghost residing in my garden, except that ghost is friendly and doesn't bother people. So this house has two, according to them at least, it has two ghosts. I don't know. We can just check right now. Who wants to check? No?
The ghost is gardening right now.
But yeah,
Here's the thing. I went to Ariq's house a lot. I went to Ariq's house a lot of times. So now that I know this information, I might not want to go there. I'm hoping it's not pissed off at me.
no one is like, hey, let's watch movies at Eric's house. No,
Yeah, no.
no.
Or at least not in this room.
Don't worry. I'm sleeping up here because my room downstairs is being renovated. So yeah, I have to sleep here. Oh, which I did sleep last night, but I didn't get any, off vibes.
Ah.
I don't know.
So yeah,
I guess it's fine.
that's scary.
Unless you're deaf, and then you're screwed. Yeah, that's my
Alright.
theory.
Nice. Not nice actually. No, I'm scared to
Not, not nice.
Alright, Albert, how about you? Yeah. I guess we'll move
Wait,
on to Albert now.
do you have a story for this, Cal? Because I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think of a.
No.
I think I might have a paranormal experience. I'm trying to think first.
So I'm not sure if it counts as a paranormal experience. Basically, I think it's the first time I experienced like those sleep paralysis kind of thing. Kind of freaked me out.
It can relate to that.
So it's like, yeah, I think I I don't know. I feel like I experienced a lot of sleep paralysis. Yeah. It's like the first. Wait, sorry.
What happened to his face? What happened to his face? His face is
Oh,
so
no.
wrong.
Oh no! Oh no! Is this a ghost story?
Is this
Wait.
the real life? Is this just fantasy? Well, as Kelvin's gonna come back, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think of a real life experience that happens to me. Can't really think of anything right now. Although one thing that I know of is that there are several places. Should I bring it up? Should I bring this up? Because it's not even a story.
Doesn't have to be a
Well,
story. I mean, like like you can literally just
Okay.
have an
Well,
interesting thing to say.
you guys have all been to my house in Serpong, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the one you. Wait,
The
that's the one you
you know,
shouted, right?
you know, yeah, you know that I have a room that is sort of like that. The bed is sort of like on a platform. the one on the corner near the toilet.
Mm.
I don't know if you remember. Well, like I don't really give. I'm gonna swear, I don't really give a shit. I still sleep in there anyway. And my mom have been like putting some Christianity stuff like the salib and everything, the cross and everything. Because according to one of my I think it's just my grandma's brother's wife, or my grandpa's brother's wife. It's she can see. She have the sixth sense, and she said that room, because that room is, because my house in there is rarely occupied, right? Because I rarely go there, and even if my dad goes there, he doesn't sleep in that room. He sleep in the main bedroom. So that room is sort of like empty, and not only empty, that not only like not occupied, that the room is literally like empty. There's like the bed is like put to the side, and it's literally just an empty room. And it's just when someone wants to sleep there, we just usually just put the bed down. So it's literally like a playground. And according to the basic, I'm just gonna call my aunt. According to my aunt that can see it, that place is like a ghost playground. There are lots of children ghosts playing over there. That's what they said. I never really give them, so I still sleep there anyway. And I have no experience to tell. But I guess if you guys just want to know, that's that. According to that.
I think you told me it was before.
Did I?
But you've never actually experienced a haunting in there. It's just like a story.
I didn't go to that room because Albert told me the story. Albert told me this story before already, so I didn't go to that room. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I feel like
actually, I have a scary story, but it's not horror. It's more of this creepy guy that in my apartment, like I think 2 months ago or something, there's this dude with a black coat, and is just like, I guess maybe like in his 50s or something. I've never seen him in my life, and usually if he's a maintenance man, I know there's like 3 maintenance guys that work for this building, and so I know what they look like. I don't know, this guy, he's just wearing a coat, and he got like tools on his like belt, but I've never seen this guy before, and it's not even using the fuse apartment like uniform. And all he's doing is he's going through the floors, and he's just standing in front of a door, looking into like the peephole, like for several seconds. And then like if nothing happened, he just walk and goes to another door. He knocks on the door and then he just looks into the peephole. And like I don't know what's going on. And I saw him. I go to the gym at like in the morning, right? I saw him on the second floor. I'm like, okay, probably just some guy. I don't know. And then like I went to the gym. I went back out after I'm done by the gym. When I'm about to go to my room, this guy is doing the same thing, but it's on the 5th floor, which is my building. I'm like, he's just staring and just waiting in front of a door, and it's quite close to my room. So when I went up through the stairs, right, and I see him on my right side. My room's on the left. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to my room directly. I go to the left, and I can clearly hear him walking right behind me. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm just gonna go to my room and I'm gonna lock the door. I don't even know who that is. I don't know what's going on, but that guy freaked me the hell out.
He didn't say anything. He just like knocks on doors.
Yeah, he just knocks on doors and just wait. I don't know. It's weird.
That's weird.
I don't know if he has good intentions or whatever, but it freaked me out because I've never seen this guy. Plus, it's on a Saturday, and on Saturday, the doors from the outside are locked. You need to have a key. So if he's someone that I don't know, he just went in somehow bypassing the door. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Alright, that's weird.
All right, Kelvin, top that.
Top that. Damn it, guys. What do you guys?
One time we were sleeping in Bali,
didn't have.
and then suddenly somebody starts jumping up and down. Nothing can stop that.
Thought you guys didn't have that much of a scary story. Apparently, I'm the one that doesn't have that much of a scary story.
I don't have a scary story.
Didn't you have like urban legends to tell, Kelvin?
No, I don't know. You guys keep on telling about personal stories, so I'll just tell my personal stories. Alright, now this one's kind of creepy.
On the theme, it just so happens we're doing it.
This one is kind of scary. Alright, so I think this is the first time I experienced sleep paralysis. It was in Japan. No, not the first time. The first time I experienced sleep paralysis in Japan. That's what I meant to say.
Ah.
Okay.
It was the first few months after I moved in to this apartment. As you know, as I mentioned before, this apartment is kind of haunted. I don't know. It's kind of like I don't think Albert have experienced it before. Sleep paralysis. I know Ariq have.
Nope.
Right? Yeah. So basically, it's like just imagine like you're sleeping, but suddenly your consciousness is like awake, but you cannot like your eyes is like I don't know. My eyes were open at least, but then you cannot move your body. You just know that you're awake and you're alive, something like that. And then like I don't know the whole it's a weird feeling, and you can see like stuff, and then like so it's basically like suddenly in the at night I woke up, but only the consciousness kind of thing, sleep paralysis, like man, not again. But when it happened in Indonesia, I don't usually see stuff. This time I see things. I see like some ghosts. So like I think it's a ghost, and then like I feel like someone sat, sitting on my chest, something like that. That kind of feeling. But then like one the scary part is when I snapped out of it. It feels like someone is pulling my legs. Then when I
Huh.
then when I kind of like "Ugh," then I don't know. I feel like it's a ghost girl, something like that. It's kind of like it has the figure of a girl, something like that. I cannot make it out, but that's the only time I experience something like that. So it's like, uh, kind of scared. So, but then I don't think too much of it. So yeah,
It was your yandere crush.
His what?
maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
What did you say, Rick? What did you say?
Yandere Crush.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it. I don't know. I find it scary. Okay, like someone just pulling your legs, and so like you wake up and and it's like you see some kind of white stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
white activation kind of thing. It's like but yeah, I think nothing really happened out of that. So yay
Yeah.
me.
I just gotta say this. I think the reason why, tying it back to bit the movie, the reason why I'm more gravitated right now towards slasher films instead of paranormal films, because ever since I've been to the US, I've been more creeped out of by weirdos or like some creep in the street if they just start stalking or following me. Because there are some of those people. I believe there are some weird people that will just follow you out of nowhere, or just some creep that is like a, I don't know. There's lots of serial killers in the U.S. I don't understand why. Out of every other country, I feel like U.S. is the most prominent. So that's why it creeped me out more than like paranormal stuff.
Yeah, that's
So
yeah, that's the
which is
difference
why
in Japan though.
I don't dare to walk alone at night, especially in campus. Even though I know that campus is safe, it's still though freak me out.
Yeah, the thing that in Japan is like it's mostly safe. Like there are no crimes happening or anything basically. Even the police are worried. But the thing is, like, I feel like in Japan there are lots of spirits, or they as they call it here, yokais. It's like
Dude, there is Aokigahara in your place, man.
yeah, what's with it?
Which in case people, if you don't know, it's the suicide forest. Literally, it's the forest where people does suicide. If you've seen that Logan Paul video that he got him lots of hate, that he taped that in
That's why he got a lot of
Aokigahara.
views.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's such thing like that, but that's not crime. That's just I don't
That's
I
know.
not
mean,
Yeah, it's so
that's not
weird.
in Kelvin's region, though.
what other country have like a suicide forest?
True.
None.
Yeah, Japan is a unique place, I'd
Plus,
say, for
plus I
spirits and everything
plus
else like this.
I know there is like a ghost in Japan that haunts the toilet, like the older toilet, the ancient toilets.
Oh, yeah, I was going to tell a story about that. It's kind of stupid. Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I
I
was going to
remember
tell
your
about that.
pitch, man.
Yeah. So basically, this is called the Akamanto. Yeah, that's what it's called. So basically, let's just get into it. So basically, in the toilet, imagine you're taking like you're pooping, all right? You're pooping, and then you see like and I'm like, oh, apparently now I just read. It's not that it's there. Someone will ask you, do you want like the red paper or the blue paper to I don't know, clean your
Wait,
ass with, I guess.
who's the someone? Like someone working for the toilet or something?
Someone using the toilet.
Wait,
Something like that.
wait, who's asking? Wait. So someone is handing out toilet papers? I'm confused.
That's the ghost. That's the demon. That's the ghost.
Oh, the ghost is asking you.
Yeah. So imagine you're in the toilet, you're pooping, right? Just squatting down, you're pooping, like it's out. And then
By the way, for the audience reference, I believe Kelvin is talking about the old toilet, not the fancy toilet with the heater and the bidet. This is like the old toilet.
This
like
is the old one where you have to squat and everything. Yeah.
Wooden square
and
one.
then, and then so this demon of ghosts will like ask, do you want the red paper or do you want the blue paper? And
I don't think that's the voice, but okay.
So basically, either one you choose, you die. So if you choose the red paper, a moment late, as I quote from this website, and a moment later is stabbed and sliced up so violently that blood sprays everywhere, and soaking their body and making it look as if they're wearing a bright red cloak. That's if you choose the red paper. If you choose the blue paper, then all of the blood is sucked out of their body, leaving them dead and blue face on the floor. Basically, yeah, either one you choose, you die. So, I guess, I don't know, it's kind of funny. What if you just don't clean your ass?
Well, that's gonna be another issue. There's probably more hygienic issue to do with your health. Yeah.
Did you clean your butt? Yes. At what cost? My life.
It's like, would you rather die with a clean ass, or would you rather live with a dirty ass? Huh?
I live in Indonesia. We have jet sprays. Muapa. Muapa.
Yeah, you know what I find. You know what I find weirdest. America is like most progressive from any other country, and the one thing that we haven't progressed from is not using jet spray in the toilet. Like, what's wrong with these Americans? Huh?
In terms of toiletry, I am the most advanced.
Yeah, I think because of this, I think because of this story, that's why Japan really like progressed in their toilet development.
That's the reasoning.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, about the toilet, I just read it doesn't have to be the old toilet. It's mostly students' toilet, like the one in school, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, there's lots of ghost story. No, yeah. There's even like this thing called the Tomino's Hell. It's a poem by Saijo Yasu. Basically, you can look up the poem on the internet, but it comes with warning. The poem curses the reader with misfortune and death if read aloud. So I guess don't read it alone. But the thing is, I'm not sure. Like, what if I read the English version? Does it still count? Because like the original one is made in Japanese, right? So if I read it in English,
Rather
the same
not.
effect? Uh-huh.
Unless we want Kelvin to die on camera. What's up?
This is the Patreon stuff if we ever get to it.
Patreon stuff is seeing Kelvin die on camera. Oh my god. What the hell?
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Not funny. Kind of. Japan is cool with these stories. There's even the slit face woman. You know that one?
No.
Oh, you don't know this one? I know this one. Basically, like there's this girl that got basically this ghost kind of like goes around the park and with a like surgical mask, and then it will go up to you and ask you, "Am I pretty?" And then if you say no, and then if you say no, she'll kill you. Wait. Yeah, she will kill you. Something like that. But then if you say yes, she'll open her surgical mask, and then she revealed that she have like a whole, like, you know how the Joker have slits on his mouth. Well, this one
Mm-hmm.
is like way larger, until like the ear kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, and then she'll ask again, am I pretty?
Again,
and then if you,
top-notch voice
and then
acting.
and then if you say no, you die. But if you say yes, then she'll cut your face to be like her. Yeah,
Hmm.
there's that. So don't go into the park at night. Or I guess you can run. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll do real quick. I have one more story to tell, and it's not my own story, but it's a more of an urban legend. And
Is this U.S.
I'm
stuff?
reading about.
U.S. urban
I was
legends?
yeah, yeah. I was reading about it as you were telling the story just now. But even though I'm still listening to you, the more I read about it, the less I get scared of it. But I remember as
Oh
a
yeah.
child, this freaked me the hell out. I got nightmares of it, and the origin of how I know this one is if you guys know the game online called Pop Tropica. It's a huge
Oh
online.
yeah. We play that game.
Yeah, I remember you playing it. And there was this one level which is about cryptic creatures, and one of the creatures that freaked me the hell out is the New Jersey Devil.
Oh yeah, I know
And
about that.
and basically the origin of the New Jersey Devil, I'm just gonna read it for you guys right now. Um, it is taking place in New Jersey. According to popular folklore, the Jersey Devil originated with a Pine Barrens resident named Jane Leeds, known as Mother Leeds. The legend states that Mother Leeds had 12 children, and after finding she was pregnant for a 13th time, she cursed the child in frustration, crying that the child would be the devil. During 1735, Mother Leeds was in labor on a stormy night while her friends gathered around her. Born as a normal child, the 13th child changed to a creature with hooves, a goat's head, bat wings, and a forked tail, growling and screaming. It killed the midwife before lying up the chimney and heading into the pines. Uh, and yeah, so that is the story of the Jersey Devil. And basically, they say it haunts the forest in that New Jersey area in Pine Barrens. And there are people said that they have claimed that they see this like weird demonic creature flying around. So it was like, don't camp in this area on your own or whatever. They've seen like weird footprints and everything like that. There are like some sightings that they have said, but none of them. The sightings like, oh, they just see a footprint or they just see a weird horse with like wings and stuff. But the more I read about it, the less creeped out I get. But I just decided I want to tell the story because it's something that freaked me out as a child. And I bet there are some stuff that like freak you guys out as a child as well. But now that you know about it, it doesn't freak you out as much.
Yeah. Lots of that.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
is it? I think that So
So
is that all the stories we have? I think so.
I don't know. We can go for hours if we Google more stories, but it's
Yeah,
Kelvin's
we can
call.
go for hours.
You're
There's a lot.
hosting.
Yeah, go for hours, but I think you know. I think we tell enough stories, enough spooky
Yeah.
stories for today. So let's just end the episode at that Jersey Devil story. Um, yeah. So I guess it's time to. It's. I guess it's time to
This is the dumbest conclusion.
plug it in.
Oh, what?
Plug it in. Okay. Plug what in, Kelvin?
Your social media stuff, I guess.
Okay.
I think Albert have the longest list, so I'll let Albert start.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, the reason I have the longest list is I'm also plugging social media for hours. So yeah, subscribe to the Councilmen Show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Radio Public, all those kind of podcasting platform. Almost all of them. I think in all except for Stitcher. I'm trying to get us on Stitcher. I don't know why I can't, but yeah. So check it out. And Twitter, Instagram at Councilmen Show. Vote on the polls that we did for last week's episode. And yeah, stick around so you don't want to miss out on more episodes like this. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to Joe Movies. If not, subscribe to Joe Movies anyway. I do Schmodown reaction, trailer reaction, movie stuff, everything in there. And I still don't know why people people like to watch my Schmoedown reaction, even though it's like 1 hour something long. But I get a lot of views in there, especially the main event stuff, which is like last night I just recorded a 4-hour reaction to Schmoedown Collision, and I know on paper no one will watch it, but somehow those long form ones people click on it. So yeah, go for it, check it out, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Wiradharma, and yeah, I'm good.
Nice. All right. So Ariq, go ahead.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria, or if you wanna play some games, y'all can find me on Steam at WSmith.
Nice. So alright. So I guess finally you can find me, Kelvin Yohanes, in Instagram KYAce27, or on my Twitch DiscoMonkey027. Yeah, if as like Ariq, if you want to play games with me, I guess on my Steam it's called DiscoMonkey007. So I guess we'll end it with that. And with that, the Councilman has spoken. And we'll see you on the next episode.